right, ladies and gentlemen, one of the goals for this evening is to raise funds. That's a gala. Specifically, $10,000. This gala is the only annual fundraiser activity that is held by the World Medical Relief. If you look to the screen here on the right, on my right to your left, you'll see that we already have a couple donors there. You would text to the number 44321 with the message that says 69 Gala. You'll get a reply back to a link where you can make a donation. Please consider making a donation tonight and help us get to our $10,000 goal. All right, it's time for the national anthem. I'd now like to invite up Marilyn Hinton to come up to the stage to sing the national anthem. And if we can all have everybody please stand up as well. Folks, we're asking for your attention for just a little bit longer. We've got a couple speakers coming up. But before we get into the speakers, just take a couple minutes and tell you a little bit more about the World Medical Relief. So it was established in Detroit, Michigan in 1953, and its goal is simple but profound: relief of human suffering. Medical equipment and supplies are distributed in a non-discriminatory manner without regard to race, color, gender, religion, nationality, or political beliefs. It's the 9th largest organization of its type in the country, with a 4-star rating from Charity Navigators, its highest available rating. This expansive outreach is worldwide, with examples of recent relief going to Guatemala, Lebanon, war-torn areas in Yemen and Ukraine, and of course Armenia. We go back to 1953, where a Detroit housewife, Irene Oberlin, embarked upon a remarkable mission, inspired by the plight of a single war orphan during the height of the Korean War. Mrs. Oberlin mobilized her friends and family to collect food, baby clothing, cribs, and medicines to ship overseas. Her original goal was to help one small boy with a trip to the post office to to mail a box of bandages turned into a much larger mission, relieving the pain and suffering of an entire orphanage filled with 400 hurting children. So Mrs. Oberlin began to call herself a world-class beggar because she asked anyone who would listen for supplies. She collected diapers, cribs, clothing, formula, and anything else that she could be sent to the Korean orphanage. Her own home became the office, warehouse, and shipping point for tons of donations that poured in from those inspired by both a hopeless child and a determined woman.
All right, guys, thanks for your attention here. I want to tell you a little bit about how the Armenian got involved. All right, thank you. So I want to tell you a little bit more about how the Armenian community got involved. On Saturday, August 26, 2017, St. John Armenian Church, its first volunteer day at World Medical Relief. This was a very successful event. Representatives from the entire parish, as well as the community, and they worked in the medical supply sorting area. Although this regularly held event continued to grow, the hopes of shipping much-needed medical supplies to the needy Armenians seemed very far away. The Knights of Bartan was founded in response to the Armenian genocide and massacre of the Armenian people in 1915. The Knights of Bartan encouraged their members to take leadership roles in culture, educational, religious, and charitable organizations in support of Armenian people around the world as well as in Armenia. Coincidentally, one of the lodge's new members, Greg Bass, approached Commander Hazar Tartarian and proposed the idea of possible donation of medical supplies from World Medical Relief to Armenia in 2020. This local chapter of the Knights of Bartan, through the help of a very generous Knight benefactor, would be responsible for the cost of a 40-foot container and its passage to New York, and then on to Houghton, Georgia, and finally transporting it from the port to the capital of Armenia in Yerevan. The project proceeded covertly to assure safe delivery of all the medical equipment. Unaware that the container was going to Armenia, it was within a few weeks filled at World Medical Relief by volunteers from St. John Armenian Church in South, with ultrasound machines, centrifuges, cardiac monitors, dialysis machines, wheelchairs, surgical instruments, and because of the rising COVID-19 cases in Armenia, plenty of personal protective equipment as well. And after 2.5 months, it reached its final destination in Yerevan, Armenia. But we believe it was no accident at all. The shipment arrived in Yerevan on Thursday, November 26, 2020, Thanksgiving Day. Since then, there have been 2 other shipments to Armenia, one of which was sponsored by St. John Armenian Church. Thank you. Alrighty, we're going to try this mic out as well. So right now we want to invite up 2 guests, Mr. Mike Beidoun and Dr. Becky Tungle. So let me first share a few words about our World Medical Relief's board chairman, Mr. Mike Beidoun. He's a longtime Dearborn resident with roots in both the Arab community and in Michigan and the Arab diaspora in West Africa. A proud Lebanese American with degrees related to diplomacy and international relations. He became involved with the World Medical Relief over 30 years ago when he was appointed Honorary Consul General for Liberia. That responsibility was a good fit for him since he was good friends with the country's foreign minister, and the minister had asked for his help during the Civil War. Mr. Beydoun says that in Islam, we are taught that if you save one life, you save humanity. In our organization, lives and makes more of an important impact. It's a small part of this effort. Volunteers and donors make the real difference. So let's welcome Mr. Mike Beydoun, the chairman of the board of directors and the lead ambassador for World Medical Relief. I'd also like to talk and speak a few words about Dr. Becky Tungle. She's the president of the Philippine American Culture Center of Michigan, based in Southfield, Michigan. She's also a board member and a secretary for World Medical Relief. Becky has been doing volunteer work at World Medical Relief for over 14 years. And Becky says that to extend some form of help through World Medical Relief is both a manifestation of compassion and passion. Please help me welcome Dr. Becky Tungle, the 2022 World Medical Relief Gala Committee Chairman, and Mr. Mike Beydoun.
Thank you for your kind words. It's great to be here after 3 years. I want to welcome you to this great event. It's so much better to hold this face-to-face better than having it on Zoom. I would like to especially thank all our volunteers. Wasn't for the volunteers, we will not be able to survive, especially the young volunteers. I would like to read some names as far as I would like to thank the committee. Okay, your name is the first one. The committee, the Gala Committee, I'd like to thank our Armenian St. John Church for hosting this event. You've done an amazing job. It looks really good. You've been a really good supporter of the World Medical Relief. We are very grateful for you to hold us here. Thank you so much. Chair is Becky Tungle. Dr. Mack, who does an amazing job as a board sponsor. She's always volunteering. Very, very big supporter of this great organization. Becky is also on the board of directors with me. And Dr. Mack is, she's the secretary. She does an amazing job. And Dr. Mack does an amazing job as well. And Charles, Ambassador Charles, is also on the committee. Sheila Anderson, Edith Bass, and Julia, Ms. Ratcliffe, Emily, and David Bass, and also, let's not forget our CEO and President, Dr. George Sampson. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. Our board of directors. The last time I forgot to introduce a couple of them. They were pretty upset with me, but this time I made sure I wrote them down. First is Pete Suhu. He's here. I think he's here. I saw him. He's been a great attorney. Very helpful with his time. He's about legal issues. Thank you, Pete. The next is my vice chair, who's Vidal Garmo. Vidal has done numerous missions years ago. job. She's done a very brave lady. She's done numerous trips to Iraq during the war. And she's been very, very all closer. How's that better? Thank you, Miguel. You've done an amazing job. And Becky, of course, my secretary, was always volunteering and helping. Anytime we ask Becky, actually, we always volunteer her, but she does an amazing job. Farima. Oh, I see, I almost forgot one. Farima, our expert, financial expert, Farima, where are you at, Farima? I know you're here somewhere. They're very supportive. The most important one, Greg Bass. Where's Greg at? Greg is, thank you so much. Always sorting out medicine in the back. Thank you, and thank you for hosting us here at this amazing center. You're like a brother to me, and we appreciate all you do for the organization. Thank you, Greg. Your Heights is not here today yet. Dr. Ned Fawaz. Dr. Ned Fawaz, thank you so much. That's an amazing job. He's actually an ambassador. He's done a lot of trips to London. He's a very big supporter. Furnished a lot of hospitals. Dr. Ned, thank you so much. Dr. Mack, you got to mention Dr. Mack again. Dr. Mack, please stand up. I got to recognize you again. Thank you for your time. 2 weeks ago, I was at the World Medical League, and you always see her there. Every time I go there, she's always sorting out the supplies. She's always, and she said something. I said, Dr. Mack, what are you working on? She said, I'm working on sutures. And sutures, she said, this is like gold. It struck me because when I was doing my trip to Liberia, the only thing the surgeon will ask for is sutures. And so it kind of made me emotional, and thank you for all, the great work you do. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wally, to Dad, I almost forgot you too. Our ER, where's Wally? Wally's somewhere. We've got a camera. This year, my family's here. They rarely come. I got 2 tables. So I'd like to acknowledge my children, my wife first, I should have said that. I got the Consul General of France with me. John, forgive me, I didn't introduce you. I think I should have applied, but thank you, John, for attending. My family, Yasmin, my daughter, Yasmin, say hi. When she was younger, she would go on trips to Liberia, and she would get really sad. And she really didn't know what was going on. And finally, when she got a little older, I was doing one of those humanitarian trips. She came up to me and she hugged me. She goes, Dad, I figured out what you're doing. You're helping people. I'm really proud of you. I love you. I want to be like you when I get older. So thank you. Dr. Bowen overall. Dr. Bowen, the ambassador. From the Philippines. 24 hours. I had the pleasure of working with them in the Philippines on a couple of occasions. Great humanitarian. Thank you for coming, and we really appreciate all the great work you're doing there. Thank you, Doctor. And we have Dr. Cruz. Michelle Cruz, Yes, okay, Ivan Diaz, thank you. All the way from the Philippines, thank you. Two more people are going to recognize Dr. Thomas and Christy Crawford from the University of Michigan. The program, the Heart to Heart, they'll mention it later on. I'm missing anybody else. Anyways, oh, Brad Weiserman, thank you so much, President. Let me turn over the mic to my secretary of the board, Becky.
Hi, everyone. I would like to recognize some of the movers and shakers of the Filipino organization, because I was asked to help him as far as reading the names, I think. Okay, first of all, I would like to recognize Fong, actually that's not Filipino, Chaplain Julian. President of Troy Rotary, Eileen Hisley. The PMAM President, Philippine Medical Association of Michigan, Dr. Emmanuel Dizon. Pastor Leo Abad. We have the Philippine American Foundation, Inc., also known as the Lanka Foundation, President Wilmar Suwan. We have the NAPA President, Amy Risbol. We have also the Nuanis Cosmopolitan Detroit, Nina McCauley. President of Downriver American Association and Lions Club, Cesar Sumantin.
Thank you so much, and enjoy the evening. It's good to see everybody. This is a great event. Thank you for supporting us.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have another introduction here. So let me introduce Dr. Ned Awad. He is an honorary event chair and founder and first chairman of the American Chamber of Commerce, Michigan from 1992 to 1998, and an executive officer for life. He brings to the table strong business acumen skills in negotiation, business planning, analytical skills, operation management, and sales. He is the recipient of numerous awards and recognition. Let's welcome Dr. Ned Awad, board member and lead ambassador of the World Medical League.
Can you hear me? Thank you, Ambassador Ceremony. Honorable guests, officials, doctors, ambassadors, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, I will not be too long. I have a very short speech, a few comments, and a couple introductions. As the chairman of this event for the World Medical Relief, I welcome you all to the 69th anniversary gala dinner
event to celebrate the accomplishment of this great organization. The World Medical Relief has made commitments for over 70 years to support the world medical need for poor countries and for poor communities. I'm proud to be a board member and a chairperson of this event. I would like to thank you all the officials who are attended tonight and the one who I invited. First, I want to thank St. John Armenian Church, St. John Armenian Church, this church, for providing this opportunity. I also want to thank my loyal friends and I would like to be here with us tonight. Thank you for being with us tonight. Members that I have invited, I'd like to introduce Dr. I'd like to acknowledge Dr. Ali Ajami, Ambassador Ali Ajami, Mary Abuzur, representing the FBI Director Field Office. Commander of Wayne County Sheriff Office. Wayne County Sheriff Office. Wayne County Sheriff Office. The very president of the FBI Director, Citizen Academy Alumni Association. Good members as well. Dr. Wasim Yunus. Dr. Wasim Yunus is also I'd like to recognize Mr. Sam Pinhan, the president of thank you for being here. Also Mrs. Nawal Haraki. Nawal, thank you. From the Islamic Center of America, thank you for supporting the World Medical Relief. I want to thank you all for being here. Great organization, great event. We appreciate it, and that we need for your support. We need your donation. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum.
All right, thank you, Dr. Ned. It's time for the invocation. I'd like to invite up Chaplain Frank Julian to come to the stage. Reverend Frank Julian is a BSN prepared RN. Retired after 40 years of experience, he's been a pastor for churches for close to 40 years. He's known as a loving pastor with a pure heart for God. Your heart for God. His love and caring for people merged his dual calling of nursing and ministry. In 2001, on his very first of many trips to Africa, he was confronted firsthand with the AIDS epidemic. He was asked to send Ensure, which is liquid nutrition to help AIDS victims battle the disease. As a result, he became the founder and CEO of FAWN, Fighting AIDS with Nutrition. Now, after 20 years and 5 trips later, over 70 shipments consisting of 350,000 cans have been sent to Haiti, along with many nations in Africa and worldwide. In addition to being a BSN registered nurse, his accomplishments also include being an author, an actor, and a movie producer. In 2020, Pastor Frank Julian was elected to serve on the executive board of World Medical Relief. He continues to serve on the board and is involved in development. And at the same time, he assumed the newly created position of the World Medical Relief Chaplain. Let's welcome Chaplain Frank Julian.
It's such a privilege and an honor to stand before you. Yeah, I've done a lot of things, but you know, it's nothing compared to what's going on here. I mean, this is like amazing. You have eyes to see all the people that have been helped. But I want to give you an inside look, because I'm a board member as well as a chaplain, and I am in charge of the philanthropy committee, so I appreciate all the giving that's going on tonight. And I would like to say to you this. When I was in the seminary in 1977, it was a pivotal year because that was when Menachem Begin and Anwar Sadat and President Jimmy Carter met, and they had the Mideast Peace Accord. And they made a big deal at the seminary. We all went to the thing and TVs, and they really said this. They said, there are three sons of Abraham, the Christian, the Jew, and the Muslim. And, you know, it stuck with me. And when I was at the board meeting, because we have an amazing relationship. It's a wonderful board, but very diverse. People from all ways of life, religions and colors, but it's this one purpose to do good. So as I prepare to pray, you know, I want to pray to the God of Abraham. I want us, you know, to know that, you know, if the world could see what we're doing here in our unity and our common purpose to help, you know, we could be quite an example to a lot of folks. And we are trying, and I just am so honored again to be here, and I'm just so honored to be a part of that board so many times, and I like to believe I've had a little influence. We talk about prayer. We got to pray about that. We got to pray about that. And I'm telling you, our prayers have gotten answered. So, dear God, we come before you and we thank you for this wonderful, wonderful evening and this wonderful gathering of all these wonderful people, Lord. We know you're smiling down upon us. We ask you to bless each individual and all of those who have given generously. May they be blessed manyfold in return, knowing the good that they have done for others. And we ask you to bless this food to our body. And I pray in the name of Jesus, you pray in the name of your God, and we just want to thank you and praise you for this wonderful evening. And God bless you all. Thank you for coming.
All right, amen. Yes. And speaking of donations, where are we so far? Here we go. We're at $1,796 of our $10,000 goal. So please, make sure to text to 44321 and text 69-GALA. All right, folks, dinner's coming out. Please remain seated. Food's coming to you. During dinner, Marilyn Hinton, who sang the national anthem, is going to give us a couple numbers. And towards the end of dinner, we've got a dance group that's going to put on a presentation for you guys. So sit tight and enjoy. Folks, I hope you're enjoying your meal. As you continue to eat, we have some singers. We're going to start with John Hinton. He's going to sing a couple numbers for us, please. Enjoy your meal while you listen.
Everybody loves somebody.
Guys, again, I know you're eating, but this next performance, this next set of dancers, you're not going to want to miss. If I can please have your attention, up here in the middle. The next performance is the Hamaskaim Arabs Dance Ensemble of Detroit, which is an Armenian folkloric dance group that was started in 2005 by the Hamaskaim Baskine Armenian Educational and Cultural Society with the lead instructor and choreographer, Nairi Karapetyan. Today, the group has approximately 120 students ages 7 and up. The goal is to preserve and promote the rich Armenian culture and bring our youth together. Please, give your attention up here. Round of applause for the dance group. we are going to invite up the CEO to say a few words. So now we're going to go into the testimonials.
All right. So glad that you're still all unique with all that wonderful dancing. It's my pleasure to introduce our testimonial speaker, Mohammed El-Suwaidi, who is a World Medical Relief volunteer. Tonight, he's going to share with us why he believes volunteering at World Medical Relief is extremely crucial. As a student at Wayne State University, he is currently on the path to pre-med. He has had the opportunity to learn about international programs, especially the Peacemaker Project. My heart, your heart. Mohammed has participated in sorting and packaging medical supplies and food for the remote Lebanon. Himself has benefited from a life-saving organ transplant, and his precious heart has brought him back to World Medical Relief to serve others. Let's all welcome Mohammed El-Suwaidi.
I'm sorry, guys.
If we can please have everyone's attention up here.
Again, I am Mohammed El-Suwaidi. I'm currently a junior at Wayne State University on a pre-medicine pathway, aiming to one day specialize in cardiology. I would like to start off with a bit of background about myself and my involvement with World Medical Relief. So, 4 years ago, when I was still living in Lebanon, I developed symptoms initially associated with the common cold. Shortly after, my symptoms progressed to worsening shortness of breath and fatigue. After a thorough cardiac workup, I was diagnosed with acute cardiomyopathy secondary to myocarditis, which essentially means that my heart was weak and couldn't pump blood throughout my body. I was told that it was due to a viral infection, and it was concluded to be idiopathic or of unknown cause. My parents were confused, and I was scared. Luckily, I was stabilized through a device called an ECMO, which maintains circulatory support of the heart, followed by an LVAD implantation. And for those who may not know, an LVAD is a device that goes into your left ventricle and provides ventricular support for your heart. After I was discharged, I developed arrhythmia, or irregular heart rhythm, which led to my readmission to have a defibrillator implanted as well. I was finally able to be discharged and was on a flight to Michigan in the next few days. And let me tell you, airport security weren't too fond of me with a bag and a wire explosion. I was put on the transplant waiting list shortly after establishing care with my cardiologist. And thankfully, I received a call to get a heart transplant 3 months after. The moment was surreal, and I'm forever grateful to all who were involved in that journey. With that support, I was able to attend college and start my pre-medical career, which eventually led me to World Medical Relief. That is where I met Dr. Sampson, who gave me a rundown of the My Heart, Your Heart Pacemaker program. And ever since, I was hooked. I was inspired and impressed by the mission and the dedication that all the members had. Additionally, knowing the success that this project has produced, after all the effort it took to create, is honestly something to be proud of and appreciated. Working hand in hand with the volunteers at World Medical Relief is something both fulfilling and rewarding. World Medical Relief has provided aid to so many countries in need, one of which is my own home country, Lebanon. Knowing that organizations like this exist is both comforting and inspiring. It makes me want to grow up to be a humanitarian physician similar to all the doctors who took care of me. It influenced a volunteer like me to grow up to be a physician who gives people a second chance at life. Similar to how World Medical Relief does on the daily, and similar to the chance that I was given as well. like to conclude with an expression of appreciation to all the volunteers who helped this project come to fruition. I personally like to give a special thanks to Dr. Sampson, who gave me this wonderful opportunity. Lastly, as a patient who had the LVAD for only 6 months, how about we start working on the LVAD project? What do you think, doctors? And hopefully, with our determined and hard-working volunteers, we can put in the work to save even more lives and break records, which we can celebrate in the upcoming anniversary as well, and show how proud we are of being World Medical Relief volunteers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed. Very well said. Ladies and gentlemen, we're asking for your attention for about 15, 20 more minutes. I can't wait until it's time to dance and get the DJ going and socialize. But for the next 15, 20 minutes, please give me your attention. We're going to give out awards. We have one more testimonial, and Dr. Sampson will be up shortly. Our next speaker, Dr. Alvaro, if you want to start making your way up here. Dr. Alvaro is one of the most outstanding personalities in our local and international business arena. An ambassador, a philanthropist, a multi-aware public servant, a writer, and a respected academician, and a farmer entrepreneur. He was a 3-term legislator as a city councilor and a city administrator of Angeles City and former assistant secretary of the office of the president at Malacanang Palace. Am I saying that correctly? Malacanang. In the Philippines. Today he is a professor for master's and doctoral studies at DHVTSU. As a philanthropist, Dr. Alvaro is the president of the Bridges of Benevolent Initiatives Foundation. That's a charity institution sending hundreds of poor but deserving students to both high school and college. BVIF is a partner of World Medical Relief in the Philippines, helping public hospitals and far-flung health centers. We are proud of Dr. Alvaro and his group for serving the Philippines, especially the sick and poor Filipinos. Let's welcome Dr. Alvaro.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that very kind introduction. Good evening. Good evening to all, Mr. Chairman, Chairman Boydo, my good friend, of course, the energetic President and CEO of World Medical Relief, Dr. George Sampson, and the distinguished members of the Board of World Medical Relief, Inc., fellow health ambassadors in the many parts of the world, guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a singular honor to become part of this prestigious organization. And I am much more honored for the opportunity to share you things we did with the World Medical Relief in our country, especially in the midst of pandemic. The devastating effect of the COVID-19 pandemic has shaken the entire world. Our country, the Philippines, was not spared. Aside, of course, from surviving an average of 22 strong typhoons per year, with periodic volcanic eruptions coupled by earthquakes, plus a constant man-made political disarray, any additional catastrophe will surely transform the nation from poor to impoverished. This is probably the best description to what happened in the last 2 years of battling the pandemic in the Philippines. I cannot. Together, we can do great things. The collaboration of World Medical Relief and our local charity foundation, the Bridges of Benevolent Initiatives, proved these words of Mother Teresa to be very true. Allow me then, ladies and gentlemen, to deliver my report through this short video that you will see in your screen. Please. collaboration. Thank you for your help. Now, together, we were able to fulfill, to become the real angels of mercy, extending help, extending the lives of the sick, poor people. Maraming salamat po.
Dr. Alvaro, ladies and gentlemen. All right, before we bring up Dr. Simpson, look at this board. We're almost halfway there. $4,600 has been raised in the last couple hours from all of you. Please continue to give. The instructions are on the screen. Let's really get to our $10,000 goal by the end of the night.
Alrighty, so now a little information about our CEO. All right, Dr. George Sampson came to the United States 30 years ago by an invitation from Mrs. Eileen Coverland, the CEO of World Medical Relief, specifically to aid the victims of Mount Pinatubo's eruption. George stayed on as a volunteer and expanded the international program. Because of his commitment and his dedication to this program, he joined the staff of World Medical Relief and became its Director of International Programs. Within 8 years, he was promoted to Director of Operations and was appointed to President and CEO in 2009. His favorite motto, turning the sins of waste into miracles of mercy. Let's all welcome the President and CEO of World Medical Relief, Dr. George Sampson.
Two years ago, when the table to the fundraising event like this,
We can't hear you.
okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Okay. Before I start my short message here, I would like to acknowledge all the ambassadors, all medical relief ambassadors who are here tonight. And I would like them to stand up and be recognized. Led for us, World Medical Relief Ambassador of Lord. John Samansi, World Medical Relief, Nigeria. Dalgarmo, Ambassador of Health, Kurdistan, Iraq. Our ambassador to Kenya. Our ambassador to Guatemala, Mexico. Ambassador to Iran, ambassador to Senegal in Yemen. And Abi Wadus, our ambassador of health in Nigeria. For Macedonia, and of course Dr. Alvaro, Philippines, and also the last one that came this evening, Pai Cheluka, the Ambassador of Health, Malawi. We recognize them all for doing good job extending our missions all over the world. And of course, I would like to acknowledge our staff. Can I please ask the staff, our staff, to stand up? I want to mention on the name, but please stand up and be recognized. These are all the people who work so hard. Now, I would like to ask all the volunteers of World Medical Relief. Can I say it? Can you please stand up? All World Medical Relief volunteers. All World Medical Relief volunteers. University United Field? Where are they? Oh, right there. Okay, thank you for your Thank you for your Do you know the song? Do you know the song? I Will Survive. Wait a little bit for you to. You hear it? That song, if you the title is I Will Survive. That only means during the pandemic, all medical aid never closed the door to serve humanity. We never closed. There's so many people who suffered because of the COVID-19. We never closed our door to serve humanity, especially for our local community. Our pharmacy remained open and able to send their medicine by mail. During the pandemic, we keep on sending their medicine. We were also able to distribute medical supplies such as PPE. You know, the first outbreak, we don't have, we ran out of supplies. We don't have masks, gloves, sanitizers, remember? Everything was in panic. We didn't have all the supplies, in general. The World Medical League have those supplies this up. So what we did during the time, 2 years ago, we distributed or we worked with 50 local agencies on this. Wayne, Macomb, and up. Even the hospitals, they ran out of masks and gloves. What we did, because of that, we were able to help. Even there's a lot of police departments that they were in need of those. As a matter of fact, even some of our hospitals, they were looking for masks. But we were able to provide those. We worked with the nursing homes, fire departments, even the funeral homes. They needed those supplies. Homeless shelters, churches, NGOs, including FedEx offices. They came for help. They came to talk to us. They said they could not deliver those mail because they had required to wear masks. They didn't have any masks. We did, and we produced masks for them. So those FedEx couldn't even get out without wearing masks. World Medical League tried everything we can to protect our community from the COVID-19. That was the time when all of us around the world needed those PPE supplies. We are so lucky at the time that we have more generous supplies this time. We extended the generosity to save lives. In 2019, volunteers, we recorded 3,200 volunteers that came and helped us. 3,200 volunteers in 2019. That was before the pandemic. And when the pandemic came, of course, we did not force our volunteers to come and help. We know that for a fact, no one really get out. The number of volunteers that came, at least I would say 200. From 3,200 went down to 200. It's okay. You could tell the dedication of those volunteers. They were wearing multiple masks, 3 times, 3 lower layers. People working. But we did the best we can. And after 2 years, our international forum started coming back in operations to moderate more. Our volunteers came back to rescue us in terms of sorting medical supplies. I know for a fact that in my fractured heart, they were scheduled to go to Nigeria to the implantation, to implant pacemakers in Nigeria. Dr. Crawford and the team canceled the operations or the mission because the restrictions, because of the restrictions pertaining to COVID-19. Our medical missionaries started flying back now to different countries to help and treat people in need. Dr. Boas is one of those who traveled, one of those missionaries who traveled to bring medicine and supplies to Peru, as well as Dr. Yunis was here away. Dr. Yunis, who cares about the children with cancers, the Cancer Center in Lebanon. Dr. Mark, a very dedicated missionary and a board member, has been supporting a Catholic hospital in Tacloban. It was devastated by a tsunami that took more than 5,000 lives. As you imagine, 5,000 lives died. And Dr. Mark is sending medicine to a Catholic hospital run by the Catholic nuns in Tacloban. Pastor Dave Novesnik to Guatemala and Mexico. What a great man. He's so very much concerned to help the people who were affected by the COVID. They build churches and they build everything they thought they could use over there. After Gambia and Dr. Terion, they're going to Romblon in January. Ambassador Musa to Senegal. He sent containers to Mali and Gambia. Carnegie and Ivory. Manal Haraki, Islamic Center of America. Ukraine, we sent first shipment to Ukraine, sponsored by the University of Michigan. In Sri Lanka, we shipped containers, supplies of medicine for Sri Lanka. The aftermath of the explosion in Lebanon, by Match for us, or by the group, he established and he organized a group of the Lebanese American community able to send those containers to help the victims of the explosion. Macedonia sent container to Macedonia after 10 years. Kenya, in Armenia, so many years, we were able to send a container sponsored by the St. John Armenian Church and the Knights Spartan. And thank you, the great face, and all the good people from the St. John Armenian Church. We are so very proud of you, especially our partnership. Not to mention the incredible, My Heart, Your Heart. It was postponed, but I think they are looking back now to go back to Africa to implant pacemakers, specific in We work hard with our clinical partners. Dr. Alvaro said, unity. And I was telling Dr. Alvaro, I said, this is the administration that our board members all diverse. This is the beauty of the organization, that we never talk about religion. We only talk about the people. And that is work beautifully. You work hard, no one that all we only care about the people who are for help. I thank all the volunteers for you are truly the angels of mercy. The name Angels of Mercy actually came from the founder. He said, the angels of mercy are God sent to the people in need. And he said, I just want you to know, I remember it said to me, God loves the sick poor. And our role at World Medical League, helping the sick poor and the needy, whom God loves. If I am not sick, needy, God loves me. But for those who help me because I am sick, I will say, I am so blessed that I am. We are blessed in the land volunteers. Let us not stop the poor people in need. when Muhammad Suri was here, just imagine one term that young man, probably you will not really hear it when he was talking here, is a recipient of art organ. We believe in charity, nobody else happen. Because of that heart, dedicated is voluntary, because he knows to look, he knows what to look like for the people who are helping. And this is exactly what the volunteers were made. Tonight, we are celebrating the 69th year. For the next year, I am announcing now that we are going to launch our book, our history book, after 70 years in the making, Observing Humanity. We are all inviting you to join us for next year and invite more people to celebrate our work. The book will be written and produced by the National Geographic. There's so many chapters in the book. They will tell us the history of all different countries, what we have done for them. This journal is great, good enough, knowing all the history of our medical. All the volunteers, friends, and donors are a part of this incredible book. And their names, the names of the volunteers, our names, will be engraved at the last pages of this book. So I am asking you now to prepare yourself for next year, November. This is the first in the history of our medical league that we will launch our book. Our founder said to me when she was delivering that, George, call our volunteers, our supporters, angels of mercy, because they bring hope, think for the world. Not all our own strength. We have to work. The title of the book, when you see that book, when you open the book, and you will see your name in the book. For all the volunteers and the donors and the supporters, you will find your names in the book. And once you open your name in the book, you're part of our medical league. And the title of the book is Angels of Mercy. It's an honor and proud, and I am proud to say, is what we have done for others. The music that we play, we survived the pandemic, we survived COVID-19 by serving humanity. And we are still living, we are here, so energetic, we are so strong in spirit, and because of that, we will continue to expand that energy, the love, and care, and concern for the sick of the world. We survive by serving humanity. Good night, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Dr. Simpson. Dr. Simpson had so many great examples. I don't know if you heard it back there, but during COVID, hospitals that had donated PPE to World Medical Relief then asked for it back because they ran out of supplies. And then the My Heart, Your Heart, he keeps looking over here, so this must be the group, the doctors that are in charge of that. Is it true? Something about the only FDA approved, less than 5 years, you can refurbish it and reuse it. Amazing. And then Muhammad, heart transplant, and now dedicates his life to help others. Amazing. All right, Dr. Sampson, please stay up here. I'd now like to invite up Mike Baydoun to come up. You're going to help with the awards tonight. Give him a round of applause. Come on.
We're going to hand over the scene here. Of course, after this flag holding, still take a few minutes. As you can see, we have a lot of goodies here. We're not only talking about the flag, all these are for the angels of mercy.
Got to mention the most important person of the organization, Dr. Sampson. Please forgive me. Did not mention and introduce Dr. Sampson. I guess I'm not fired. I'll go for it. Okay, Doctor. So, what reason?
For the award is Volunteer Excellence Award. It will go to Mary Jo Dorsey, what you call this over here, and Miss Phil Terrier and Chris. These three incredible volunteers are third generation. The grandmother, the daughter, and the granddaughter. Will you please come up here? Mary Dorsey, Miss Phil Terrier, and Chris Terrier. The very good Dorsey, if you come to World Medical Leave, you never stop working. So working, and working. Because you believe in our mission, and the daughter, be a dean in nursing. So the granddaughter, nursing student, right?
Pharmaceutical sciences.
The University of Michigan. We will present this plaque. Since the volunteer excellence award to Mary Jo Dorsey, a grateful recognition of selfish devotion and continued support further the mission of more medical leave with countless lives in the developing nation. Given this 19th day of November 2022, out of Michigan's in George President CEO, Mike Nichols, Chairman Board. There's only one question that every time I see a Mary Jo Dorsey for medical leave, how long has been working there? 4 years now. The answer is,
Oh, wonderful. Everything's great. Thank you very much.
in the next part, this is the daughter. Volunteer Excellence Award for the recent career. Great recognition of selfless devotion and continued support of partner division of core medical leave, countless lives in the developing nation, given this 19th day of November 2020 to the South of Michigan, I endorse President Wade for Chairman of the Board. And of course, the only daughter, Volunteer Excellence Award, he really cares about us and all medical leave. Volunteer Excellence Award to Michigan Failure, great recognition of selfless devotion, continuous support of our mission for medical leave, save these lives in the developing nation. Given this 19th day of November 2022, out of Michigan, I George Thompson, President CEO, Mike Nichols, and the next 4 days, we would like to call on this is for Humanitarian Service Award, David Cathy Bassett. David Cathy Bassett. During the pandemic, we really had experience when it comes to just imagine when you're sending out containers, or there's so much delays, so much problem in the logistics. We need help. We need, and because of the brilliant strategy that Mr. Vasily have done, that we use the song, I will survive. And we survive both medically, financially, because of this incredible. Medical Leave presents the Humanitarian Service Excellence Award to David and Cathy Bassett. Wife is not here right now, but he said it's okay, we'll take care of it. They are the Audit and Human Resources Managers. Great recognition of extraordinary and unselfish humanitarian services and tireless devotion to our mission around the world. Given this 19th day of November 2022, as well as Michigan, by George Sampson, CEO, and Chairman of the Board. The next one will go, of course, our partners, the Humanitarian and Global Excellence Award, going to St. John of Median Church. St. John of Median Church. And this beloved priest. Father Aaron and Now you see our both priests. When they volunteered to work medical leave, one day I heard them talking to their congregation. Go to work medical leave and volunteer. If I can do the job, you can do the job. Really, being a priest, but when it comes to work medical leave, it's the same volunteers that for medical supplies people do. Humanitarian Global Excellence Award to St. John of Median Church. Grateful recognition for selfless devotion and outreach to more medical mission, save thousands of lives in the developing nations and in our local community. Even this 19th day of November 2022, Scotland, Michigan. Signed George Sampson, President CEO, McVitie, Chairman of the Board. And the last one that I would like to present also, this is a surprise, it's not only a surprise, instead I would like to call Dr. Honor Brown. Dr. Honor Brown is the first Philippine World Medical Ambassadors years ago. It became so very active. And he really cares about the people over there. So we have these colleges and the hospitals. Focusing on these containers, but now we still want this for the people in the Philippines. All medical presents the Ambassador Excellence Award to Dr. Mayor J. Alvaro. The grateful recognition of selfless devotion and continuous support. Further the mission of world medical leave in countless lives in developing nations, particularly in the Philippines. Even this 19th day of November 2022, up to Michigan signed George Sampson, President CEO, and McVitie, Chairman of the Board. Another two awards that I would like to give appreciation award to Dr. Ned Awards. Please come over, and Mohammed Al-Sawi. Mohammed, Ned and the other last two medically presents the plaque of appreciation to Dr. Ed Pawas, Honorary Chair and Skeletal Council Ambassador at Bar. Grateful recognition of selfless devotion and continued support for further the mission of world medical leave to save countless lives in the developing nations. Even this day, 18th day of November 2022, of Michigan, President, and Chairman of the Board. this will be awarded as Act of Appreciation to Mohammed and Suri, who will be enacting one of this award medical relief. And I can see that you have a golden heart. This golden heart, I can tell, is will be very active in the working with Dr. Paul. The grateful recognition of your extraordinary testimony in the selfish humanitarian services of the mission given this 19th November 2022 until the physical line of the Council President in order to work the board. Now, Becky is tomorrow the church, the gala. Wait, while they're here, let's hand over the fact of appreciation to our two MCs. Although, first they hand over the flag for us, Glenda finish it. And you did a good job. Also, please, just want you to know, for like a Vidal Garbo, you get to be ready because we have good music prepared. So, the beauty of what we have here tonight, our music, we'll be able to play the music that represents your country. Favorite music, right? Favorite music from Armenia, the Philippines, and Lebanon. So listen to this music. They represent all medical volunteers. The chair of the gala, Becky, to hand over the flag.
All right, guys. So thank you so much, first of all, for all these volunteers. Amazing awards. We're so grateful. How about a big round of applause for everyone here? And now a big round of applause for all of you. We're almost halfway to our goal. So I'm hoping and I'm confident that before end of our evening, right, and maybe after our chairman, Dr. Becky Uncle, speaks tonight, we will reach our goal of that $10,000. So if you're able to help us out and help us reach and achieve our goal, please, remember you can text text 69GALA, G-A-L-A, to 44321. Help us reach our goal. And now please help me welcome Dr. Rebecca, or Becky as she likes to be called, Tungle, the World Medical Relief 2022 Gala Committee Chair.
Thank you. I want to make a correction. I'm not a doctor. I'm just Becky Tungle. Anyway, on behalf of the World Medical Relief, I would like to thank all of you tonight for being part of another milestone celebration, the 69th anniversary of World Medical Relief. Your mere presence tonight speaks volume of your commitment to share that most precious resources, your time, to make life better for those in need. To all the sponsors, benefactors, and donors, your great generosity has had a profound and lasting impact on the needy people we serve locally and internationally. Last but not least, I would like to express my gratitude to our amazing MCs. All right, let's give them a big hand. That's Oros, Barbacan, and Belinda Okojian. Okay, before I give them their plaque, I just would like to recognize also the committee, the gala committee. Without them, this is not going to be a success just like now. So I would like to recognize Peggy Julian. These are all volunteers, by the way. And Peggy Julian, we have Sid Alstayer, we have Where's Alex? Alex also, and there's Alex and the mother, Emily. And we have Edith, Pace, thank you very much. He's the one in charge of the venue, by the way. Edith, and then Greg Pace, Caroline, is Caroline still here? Caroline Lampert. Yeah, these are, who else did I miss? Sheila Anderson, she's the one at the gate. Dave Bassis is the one counting the money. So, you know, everybody, we gave the money to Dave, just for your information. But these are all, thank you very much, you know. Without you, I am not going to be able to do it. It was really, thank you very much. It's an honor to be a chairperson of this today's event. And now I would like to present the awards to our MC. You want me to read? Okay, plaque of appreciation to Toros Bar Latvian, Master of Ceremonies 2022. In grateful recognition of your unselfish humanitarian services and tireless devotion to our mission around the globe, even this 19th day of November 2022 at Stoughton, Michigan. Thank you so much, Virgil. I love you, boys. Okay. Next is to this beautiful lady. Oh wow, Belinda. Here. For Belinda, plaque of appreciation to Belinda Kabodian, Mistress of Ceremonies 2022. Grateful recognition of your unselfish humanitarian services and tireless devotion to our mission around the globe. Thank you so much, Belinda. See you next